Hello, it's me, TJ Hyde. I'm here to complain about more random bullshit that's going on in the video game industry, and today we're actually going to be talking about Call of Duty DMZ, which is also tying into, Escape from Tarkov, The Cycle, and all these other Extract-style games, since Battle Royales are now dying off, and Extract is going to start sweeping the industry very rapidly here soon. I myself have been playing Tarkov for about a year and a half now, I want to say. I've owned the games for like 5 years, but I started recently playing now. And I've also put a little bit of time into The Cycle and to Marauders. I put plenty of time into Hunt Showdown. I'm well acquainted with the Extract game mode quite well, and with that also comes the experience of knowing what is going to work well with this upcoming Call of Duty Extract and what is going to go really poorly. And upon looking into things that I could make a video on about this, I had this just a mind-boggling experience with Tarkov that contributed to me quitting the wipe. I'm waiting until New Year's to keep playing, and wanted to, finally make a video talking about what the hell went wrong that pushed me off, and why I think this could, honest to God, kill Call of Duty's DMZ mode for good, like off of launch. So, let's get right into it. So basically, in Tarkov, the community has a wide variety of complaints about all playstyles, right? People don't like the Giga Chads running around with tier 6 armor that can just, eat your entire magazine in this realistic game, and then, just one-tap you because they have the better ammo. And the Giga Chads also complain about the rats that skedaddle around with no gear on them at all, one-tap them because they brought good ammo and nothing else, right?
The rat is rarely seen. You mostly just see evidence of him existing through the garbage and leftovers he leaves on the ground.
However, almost everybody is against this one playstyle that it just makes the game so unfun to another level that a lot of the community quits once it starts happening too much, right? And this playstyle is known as the Extract Camper. It's something that I actually partook in when I first learned about Extract-style games via Hunt Showdown, when me and 3 of my buddies would go and sit at one of the Extracts for 40 minutes waiting for the people that took the bounty to come and try to get out of the raid, just to kill them last second, take their shit, and leave, right? And it's fun for a little bit, sure. It's pretty boring in general. And it's also frustrating for pretty much all parties. So, breaking it down a little bit, I wanted to explain before I really dug in that there's a difference between being a rat and a difference between being an Extract camper, right? Like, if you're just being a rat, you are scuttling around with a little kit, snagging up all the fucking loot, and leaving, right? An Extract camper doesn't even set foot into the raid. They just haul ass for the Extract, pick their finest bush, and wait. That's the playstyle. I don't know what they do in the 40 minutes they're there. I don't know if they're like on TikTok or something, just listening for that one footstep to set them off, or what the hell they're doing. But in general, this playstyle, it's pretty bad for the Extract style games. With my first point being that there's just no players in raid. And now I don't know how many players are going to be in Call of Duty's DMZ raids, but in Tarkov, it's usually around 12 players per raid, right? Well, let's say you're playing on a map called Interchange. It's a mall map, well renowned for rats sitting in corners and Extract campers. Let's say you have 2 groups of 2. That one is camping Railway, one of the Extracts. The other is camping Emercom, the other Extract. So now you have 4 players that aren't playing the game at all. They're not even entering the mall, right? Well, now you're left with maybe 8 players in the raid. Usually it's less. Sometimes it can go between 6 and 12. I think at this point in the wipe, it's usually around 6 because so many people have rage quit. That you now have maybe 2 other groups that are actually in the mall, but the map is so big that the odds of them actually running into each other is pretty minimal. So what ends up happening is the 2 groups that go in the mall get all the loot, try to sit there and think, wow, there's a lot of AI here, and I haven't shot a single player yet. I haven't even heard another bullet yet. And right as they're about to get out, they get shot in the back, and they go next. 40 minutes of wasted time going into the raid without any sense of PvP, without any sense of lost loot or trying to track down the people that took that loot. Nothing. They played that 40-minute raid for nothing, just like the extract camper did. It ends up leading to a very frustrating experience for a majority of the player base, because most of these people don't extract camp, but in almost one raid, you have at least one person doing it. And it just adds an unrewarding feel to the game for pretty much everybody, right? As I said, I dabbled around in extract camping and hunt showdown for a while. That game actually updated to counter extract camping. It's not a viable playstyle anymore. But when we did do it, we got bored and quit, because you're sitting at the fucking extract for 40 minutes waiting for your prey to fall into your trap, and then you just kill them for free because you have the immediate jump on them and take their shit and run, right? Sometimes rats don't even take your shit. Sometimes they just kill you for the fun of it and then wait. And they can't get out of raid because, like, the timer ran out, right? Frustrating for all players involved. People going in the raid are left with nothing but a looting sim. People that aren't going into the raid are on their phones for 40 minutes at a time, waiting to make their bank, and then they never use that kit that they just earned ever because they're a rat. It doesn't fit their playstyle. Pretty bad, and this in DMZ I think is going to kill the game entirely, because at least with the Tarkov community, we are well endowed with the ability to just pick our shit up and go back in despite the loss that we just occurred, because we're all masochists, dude. We just like losing our shit, you know? Call of Duty is a much more casual player base, especially Modern Warfare 2, right? This player base, there's no more movement mechanics. There's so many people that are going hurrah for the casual players. This is the best Call of Duty they've had in a long time, and I agree. But what the fuck are the casual players going to do about extract camping? You know, like, what are these guys going to do when DMZ releases? They grab the 2 kits the game's going to start them with. They go into a raid and then they die right as they're about to get out, because some people who've been playing extract style games for a while know exactly what to do. It's not going to go well. And obviously we don't know what's happening with DMZ. It could be like the cycle. The cycle doesn't really suffer from this experience because you never know where people are going to extract from. So it could be like that, in which case I'm not worried about this problem at all. But if it isn't, and it's set extracts per map, it's going to suffer from this severely, you know, in the COD community. You know, people are goblins that play that game. It's worse than Tarkov. The other downside to this is nobody's actually really profiting off this, because odds are that the rat is going to quit playing a lot sooner than the people that are actually playing the raid. It's just not an entertaining play style. So what's going to end up happening is the rat that's extract camping is going to soak up all of this money, all of this loot, all these kits, and then they stop playing. So now that stuff's not going back into the economy. And it just starves the community of pretty much everything that's fun about the game. In general, very frustrating experience for pretty much everybody involved. At the very least, if you're gonna rat, go into the raid and at least risk a little bit, man. You know, it adds more entertainment for the chads. It adds a little bit of stress on there for you. It adds a good Tom and Jerry cat and mouse of people with Altons chasing down the people with beanies on, you know. It's great, and I'm hoping that DMZ succeeds and that this isn't something that's going to affect them, or if it does, that at the very least, like Tarkov, DMZ, and all these extract games start looking into getting rid of it. And I know by the end of this video, I'll probably end up seeing at least one comment that said, oh, this guy died to a rat or a extract camper one too many times. It's not actually a viable playstyle. That's my fucking point. It's not a viable playstyle. It's just frustrating to play into. And when you take that into a casual player base, it's going to suffer immensely. So you know, sorry for the little rant video, guys. I know this is pretty much all I've been doing, but I have a editor that's gonna help me with gaming videos. That way we don't end up with this dog shit again. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sure I'll do a couple more of these until we actually get some gaming videos up and going. If you like seeing me, though, twitch.tv/TJHyde is where I stream. I've been doing it daily now. So feel free to stop in, come join. We play a lot of Overwatch. When the wipe happens, we'll play a lot of Tarkov. Been doing a lot of New World with the new resets and stuff like that. Otherwise, guys, appreciate y'all listening. I will see you later. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.